Hello students, today I have come with one more important grammatical lesson, active and passive voice. So let's study. Active and passive voice. First we will see the formation of active voice and passive voice and how to identify with the formation. Now see, active voice, subject plus verb plus object. That means in active voice, these three factors are very much important. What? Subject, verb plus object. Subject means the doer in the sentence. Suppose in example, teacher praises me. So teacher, she is a doer in the example, in the sentence. Okay, praises means the action done by the teacher. May means on whom the action is done, on me. That means the object. Okay, so these subject, verb and object are very much important in active voice. In the same sequence we find example in active voice. Now one more simple way I will tell you how to identify object. See, if we ask question by what or to whom, if we ask questions easily we can get object. Once we get object, then easily we can change active into passive voice. Now see the formation of passive voice. Object plus verb plus subject. Now here when we change active voice into passive voice, so we have to swipe the places of subject and object. Now you see that same example is done into passive voice. Okay, now object, that means me is has come on the place of subject, and that's why it has become I. Me, it is an objective case, and when we write on the place of subject, it becomes I. So I am praised by teacher. What did I say? When we change into passive voice, so we have to change the places of subject and object. That means the object will become subject in passive voice. Okay, so I am praised by teacher. Now here I, then am word is there. So am, it is what? It is supportive verb. I am praised by teachers. So most of the time, that means 90% in passive voice we get by. Okay, but 10% we have to identify passive voice without subject or without by. So that time what will you do? You will see that you will remember to be verb. Now see here, right side I have written to be verbs. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. These are the to be verbs. Okay, so with to be verbs, when past participle, that is the third form of the verb, V3 comes, so that means easily we can understand that that is passive voice. What I told, the first identity generally by come, okay, in passive voice. But the next main identity, that to be verbs are there, and with to be verbs past participle is there, then only it will be your passive voice. Now see an example, I am praised by teacher. Suppose here the only example is this much only given, that I am praised by teacher is not given, but still I am praised, if it is given, then it will be passive voice. So many times in examples it is asked that identify whether the sentence is passive voice or active voice. So if we know that which voice it is, then only we will be able to change, right now. If the sentence of active voice is given, then we have to change into passive voice. If the sentence of passive voice is given, then we have to change into active voice. So very much thing we should know that the formation of active voice and the formation of passive voice. We have 12 tenses, okay, but from 12 tenses only 8 tenses are changed into passive voice. Okay, so first here simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense. That means all simple tenses, whether it is present, it is past or future, simple future tense, all tenses are changed into passive voice. Then present continuous tense, past continuous tense, both tenses are being changed into passive voice. In continuous also we are having simple future continuous tense, okay, but future continuous tense we don't change into passive voice. Okay, now then perfect tense. So present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. This all perfect tense, all three perfect tense we change into passive voice. So one more time I'm repeating that 8 tenses, only 8 tenses are changed into passive voice. Okay. Now first tense we'll see, that is simple present tense. Now how to change simple present tense into passive voice? First, she gives me instructions, it is active voice. Now how it is changed into passive? I am given instructions by her. Now see here, she gives me instruction. She, the doer in the sentence, gives verbs, that is the action done by her. Okay, Me, instructions. Here we are having not two objects. Me, that means to whom, and instructions means by what. So either me also we can take as a subject, or instructions also we can take as a subject. That means any one object we can set it here. What did I say? We are having two objects, me and instructions. Okay, so if I take me as a subject, so definitely me will change into I. Okay, when it will come on the place of subject. I am given instructions by her. So I, then here, see here, it is simple present tense, and that's why here we don't have supportive verbs. Listen. So in simple present tense, when we don't have supportive verbs, so we have to take supportive verbs of continuous. What? Am is are. So here at the right side, so I have given that what are the supportive verbs of simple present tense when we change sentence into passive voice. So what are? Am is are. Okay. So definitely with I we take am, and that's why I am given. Now the another thing, when we change sentence into passive voice, the important thing that we have to take past participle, that is V3, that is third form of the verb. Okay, so I am given instructions by her, then what? By we have to add. Okay, so I am given instructions by her, she will change into her, definitely. So when we'll change the objective case of she, so it will change it with her. Okay, second sentence, all scientists know this fact. Now all scientists, subject, know, it is the action done by the doer, and this fact what? This fact, it is object. So here same way we have to swipe the places of subject and object. That means this fact will come on the place of subject, this fact, then again supportive verb, because I told that in simple present tense we don't have supportive verb, and that's why we have to take the supportive verb, either am, is, or are, as per the subject. Okay, now this fact, here we will take is, because the singular one, right? Now this fact is known by all scientists. Now is known, that is a known means the V3, that past participle of the verb, then by, then subject, all scientists. She writes poem, active voice. She writes poem, doer in the sentence, she is the doer, writes the action, poems, object. Okay, poems, it is plural, right? When it has come on the place of subject, so definitely we have to add supportive verb, and are we will use. Poems are written by her. I think it is clear to all. Now simple past tense. Now same way in simple past tense also we don't have supportive verb. Now see in an example, my uncle repaired my bike, active voice. Okay, so the same formation as I told in active voice, my uncle, subject, repaired, verb, that is action, and my bike, it is object. Okay, the correct formation of active voice. Now when we change into passive voice, now in simple present tense, if you remember, we had added am is are as a supportive verb because it doesn't contain any helping verb, right? Now in the same way in simple past tense we will use was and were as supportive verb, because in simple past tense also we don't have supportive verb, and when we change into passive voice definitely we require. Okay, so now see here, my uncle, object has come on the place of subject, right? My bike, then here supportive verb I have written was and were in simple past tense, just remember. Okay, so was we will take with bike, my bike was repaired by my uncle. So as I told that in the formation of passive voice, that by we have to use after past participle. Okay, by whom? By my uncle. Okay, so it is passive voice. Second example, he gave me nothing. He gave me, he, it is a subject, gave, verb, me, object. He gave me nothing, that means me, it is object, so definitely it will take place of subject. Then me, it is an objective case, when it will come on the place we will write I was given nothing by him. Then with I what we use? Was, definitely, because I is the singular, so I was given nothing by him, it is into passive voice. Okay, then he, it is a subjective case, and him, it is a objective case. When he will come on the place of object, so it will change into him. Okay, now third example, he gave us a very expensive gift. Now he, subject, gave, verb, action, us, object, a very expensive gift, it is complementary. Okay, so main what us, it is object here, so object will become a subject. Now what I told, many times it happens that we are unable to identify object, and if when we want to change the sentence into passive voice, so it is very much important to know the object. And what criteria did I tell? That we can ask question to whom or by what. Okay, so by what? A very expensive gift. Okay, to him, to us. If I say to whom, to us. If I say what, a very expensive gift. That means we can change passive voice in both way. We can take a very expensive gift as a subject, even we can take us as a subject. So here I have changed sentence with us. So us, when it has come on the place of subject, it has become we. We were given a very expensive gift by him. Then I have taken supportive verb where, right? Because we, it is plural, and that's why where. We were given, third form of the verb, that is give, gave, given, that is past participle. Okay, we were given a very expensive gift. Now third one is simple present tense. So simple present tense, now you see that in example study, Seema will collect her documents. Now in simple present tense and in simple past tense, we have studied that it doesn't contain supportive verb. But here in simple future tense, will word, it is a supportive verb. That means already here we have supportive verb. So when we change into passive voice, no need to find, no need to search any supportive verb. Okay. Now see the formation of active voice of simple future tense. Seema will collect her documents. Active voice, that means Seema, subject, will, supportive verb, collect, it is action, action verb, her documents, it is object. Her documents will come on the place of subject. Okay, that means her document, instead of saying her documents, we can say Seema's document. Seema's document will be collected by her. Now what we have done? We have done a little change, that we have added be here. So here in next right side, I have written in one circle, I have written be. So what is added? Be is added. Just remember, this be word is added when we change simple future tense into passive voice. Second example, I shall not tolerate this. I shall not tolerate this. It is the subject, shall supportive verb, not tolerate. Tolerate is the action done, and this. What? This. Okay, so if we ask question by what, easily we can get a object. So this shall not be tolerated by. So what change we are doing? The formation is equal, same, only one word be is added here, just remember. And in what I told, the identity of passive voice, that past participle verb we get. Okay, maybe with to be verb we get, to be verbs are there, and we are having the past participle, right? So be, it is a to be verb, right? Be is used, and then tolerated by me. Third example, the school will provide transportation. The school, doer in the sentence, will, supportive verb, provide, it is action verb, and transportation, it is object. Now transportation will be provided by the school. Transportation object we have come on the place of subject, will be provided, the past participle, by the school. So here again what we learn, that same formation is same, that means only be word is there. So always remember that when we change passive voice of simple future tense, so be word is added. It's very simple, we don't have to search supportive verbs and other things, no need. Okay, already it is given. So that's why as per the subject only we have to take supportive verb, then be word, then past participle of the verb, and then the object. Present continuous tense. Now same way, being, it is important. Being verb is used, being to be verb is used. Now present continuous tense, that means continuous tense, is shows the continuity of the verb. Okay, so when we want to change into passive voice to show the continuity in passive voice also, we have to add being word. What? Being, being. Now the sentence is, she is teaching us English. So here also supportive verb is there, is, it is supportive verb right now. So no need to find, no need to search. So she, doer in the sentence, is supportive verb, teaching, it is the action done, and us English. Okay, here again we are having not two object, us and English. If we ask question by whom, so us we get. Okay, and if we ask question by what, English we get. That means both objects are there. So we have framed example into passive by taking us. So when us will come on the place of subject, it will change into we, because us it is a objective case and we it is a subjective case. Okay, so we are being, then we take are as a supportive verb, right? Because we it is a plural. So we are being. Now what I have done, that it is as it is a continuous tense. If we want to show the continuity into passive, so we have to use being taught. Then again past participle, that is a third form of the verb is used. Being taught English by her. Second example, the boys are cutting the grass in the lawn. The boys subject, that means a doer, are cutting the grass in the lawn. What they are cutting? They are cutting the grass. Then the action is done on the grass, so it is object. So what is important? To identify object is very much important. Okay, so the grass in the lawn is being cut by the boys. The grass has come on the place of subject in the lawn. Complementary, we have to take it together, right? Is being. Now is being. So is supportive verb will take, because grass it is not countable na, and that's why is will be there. Is being cut by the boys. Being we have to add because it is continuous tense. Third one, people are celebrating Navratri festival. So people, doer, are supportive verb, celebrating the action Navratri festival. What they are celebrating? Navratri. So most of the time if we ask question by what, easily we can get the object. Number of times I told, and now also telling that object, to identify object is very much important when we change sentence into passive voice. So Navratri is being celebrated by the people. Again here, so being, B-E-I-N-G, being word is used, okay, to show the continuity. So Navratri festival is being celebrated by the people. It is changed into passive. Now the next tense is past continuous. It is same formation of past continuous and present continuous. Why it is same? Because being word is added. Being to be verb is added for both present as well as past continuous. Mother was cooking a nice meal. Mother, doer in the sentence, was supportive verb, cooking, it is action, a nice meal. Object. Okay, so a nice meal will come on the place of subject. Okay, so nice meal, that is it is object, it will come on the place of subject. A nice meal was being cooked by mother. A nice meal was, supportive verb will take, then being word to show the continuity. Then again past participle, that is third form of the verb, by mother. Children were playing their parents. Children were helping their parents. To whom they were helping? Their parents. So their parents being helped by their children. It into passive voice. Teacher was taking grammar revision. What was she taking? Grammar revision. So grammar revision was being taken by teacher. Into passive voice. Here's again object. What is object? Grammar. Grammar revision. So grammar revision will come on the place of subject, then was, it is supportive verb, then being word is used, then taken, it is a past participle by teacher. So being word, it is very important in continuous tense when we change sentence of active into passive voice. Now perfect tense. Now how to change perfect tense into passive voice. Now whether it is present perfect, whether it is past perfect, or whether it is future perfect. Okay, now see the formation. First we should know the tense, which tense it is, whether present perfect or past. Okay, then been, this to be verb we have to add in passive voice. So this will be the identity of passive voice of perfect tense, any perfect tense. Now I have written a book. I, doer in the sentence, have supportive verb. Here also supportive verb is there only. Written, the action, a book, object. Now a book has been written. Now what is done with after supportive verb? In every sentence you must have marked that in every sentence after supportive verb we use to be verb. That can be, that can be being, that can be been. So in the present perfect tense, that means in the perfect tense, we use been. Okay, after supportive verb in passive voice. A book has been written by me into passive. We have elected her the monitor of our class. So we subject have supportive verb, elected action, her object. Okay, so she has been elected as a monitor of our class. Now third, he has guided me. I have been guided by him. He, doer, that is subject, has supportive verb, guided, it is past participle, that is action. And me, to whom? To me. So I have been guided by him. Me will come on the place of subject and it will change into I, because me it is a what? It is objective case. Okay, when it comes on the place of subject it will change into I. Same past perfect tense. Now same here, in the past perfect tense also same thing we have to do, that we have to add been word when we change into passive voice. They had lit the candles. The candles had been lit by them. So in everywhere, now see the formation. The weavers had the weavers had nominated the actress. The weaver's subject had supportive verb, nominated past participle, and the actress, that means the object. So the actress had been nominated by the weavers. Same way. That means only been word we have to add, whether it is present perfect tense, past perfect tense, or future perfect tense. The formation is same. Third example, Ram had enrolled his name for the competition. His name had been enrolled for the competition by Ram. So here also after supportive verbs, after had been is added. So understand the formation. The formation is very simple to passive voice. Once we understand the simple thing, that means in perfect tense we have to add been, in simple future tense we have to add be, in continuous tense we have to add being. So this we should know. The simple changes, if we once we know easily we can change into passive voice any tense. Now future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. I will have finished this book. Now here again, been word is added. Been as a to be verb. So I, subject, will, supportive verb, right? Will have. Here in simple future tense, will have will be supportive verb. Finished, it is past participle, that is V3. This book, it is object. So this book will have been finished by me. That means this book is as object, it will change the place, it will come on the place of subject. Will have been finished, that is V3, that is past participle, by me. She will have cooked dinner. Dinner, she, doer in the sentence, will supportive verb, will have supportive verb, cooked, it is past participle, and dinner, it is object. Same formation. So what in all three sentences you have studied, that you will see that been in added. Okay, that means we have to swipe the places of the subject and object. Object will come on the place of subject. In third example, they will have left Japan. So Japan will have been left by them. Same formation. So always remember that in all perfect tenses, whether present perfect, past perfect, or future perfect, when we change into passive voice, so one word we have to add for the identity, that been, B-double-A and been. It shows that work is done. Maybe in future work will be done, in past work had done, and in present work has done. Okay, so been, it shows that work is done, and that's why been is used when we change sentence into passive voice. Now modal auxiliaries. So in modal auxiliaries, so what we must follow the rules. Now see here this kind of sentence may come in exam, so that time be is added. Okay, we must follow the rules. The rules must be followed by us. Here also, as in simple future tense, when we change sentence into passive voice, so that time be as a to be verb we add. In the same way, when the sentences are there with the modal auxiliary, you know the modal auxiliary, the certain words which state the functions. Okay, we must follow the rules. So the rules must be followed by us. Same, the formation is same, only be is added. Here Then second sentence, you can design this computer. This computer can be designed by you. I should reject this proposal. This proposal should be rejected by me. Same formation, only be is added. Okay, so I think you all must have understood how to change active voice into passive voice of different tense. And as I told in the beginning, only 8 tenses are there that we can change active into passive voice.